Sales expert. I am coming to you live from beautiful, sunny Southern California. Okay, let's face it, it's not really sunny right now. It's a little cloudy. It looks like it's about to rain, like some big, super rain. And, that's not exactly cool, but super exciting day. Super excited that you guys are here. Appreciate you guys. We are on the Get Vocal platform today because we are boosting out the broadcast and making sure, because I have a guest coming on today. You guys know Mr. Frank Destra. We are doing an update on what's happening with the Optavia. So if you guys are here, please do me a favor and share out that link. We are live on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Periscope. So, and in the Get Vocal platform, let's see. Yes, that one's working. I'm trying to, okay, so you guys, I can't see any comments here. If you guys make a comment on Facebook, on Periscope, I'd appreciate it. For those of you guys, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. Lori, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. And yes, I'm trying to pull up. For some reason, it's not giving me. All right, there we go. Okay, I see you guys. Lori, hey, Lori, thanks for being here. I see that there's other comments, but the only one I can see right now is Lori. So you guys, I apologize. If you'd share out the broadcast, I appreciate it. I'm going to check on, and yes, we're on both of those platforms. So we're on my personal page and my business page. And some of those comments, guys, they only come through on my business page right now. So anyway, if I don't answer your comments inside here, be sure to go ahead and share, post them, and I will definitely respond afterwards. Okay, so what is going on here today? We are, again, live on Facebook Live, Periscope. Usually we're on Instagram, but I can't push Instagram through when I have a guest on as well. So let's talk about how things are going. And hopefully Mr. Destra is going to be coming into our room here shortly so he can join us for this update. But I'm going to tell you a little bit of how things are going and update you guys on the original program we did. Yes, I am going to. And guys, I don't know if I should. I can't stop Periscope, but I can't see any comments. So it's not showing me who's in here, and it's not showing me any comments. So I'm super sorry about that. But I do appreciate you guys being here, and I don't know what's wrong with it. Let me see if I hit the share button on there, maybe it will trigger those, because I know if I go out and come back in, maybe, because I'm not canceling the broadcast that way. Let's see. Okay, looks like maybe I can see you guys. Anyway, let me know if you guys can see and hear me okay on Periscope. If you guys would, put something in the chat so I know, that'd be awesome. Whoops, I think I saw somebody just come in. Hey, welcome. Hey, there we go. Now we got some stuff going on there. Do me a favor, guys, hit that share button. Let's let people know what's going on here, and let's talk about why sampling is smart. If you guys were on the broadcast last week, and for those of you who are new, I am live streaming. We're on 4 platforms right now. We're on Facebook Live. We're actually on Facebook Live on my page. Hey, Michael, welcome. On my page, on my profile. We're also on Periscope. We are on YouTube, and we are in the Get Vocal platform as well. So Facebook Live, 2 Facebooks, Periscope, YouTube, and Get Vocal. So we're on 5 platforms right now. Okay, so Michael, thanks so much for sharing. I appreciate it. And let's see. And Frank, wherever you are, my friend, you're going to, hey, Herbie, welcome to the broadcast. Hey, it's good to see you there too, my friend Joe. You hear me, Michael? Thank you. And you're here listening. Hey, Melody, welcome to the broadcast. Again, remember to hit that share button, guys. We want people to get in here and check this out. So Lori, thank you so much for being here as well. You are awesome. Herbie, thanks for sharing too. You guys, again, let's talk about this. So sampling, why is sampling smart? Put a 1 in the chat box if you guys are participating in any kind of business. If you're in the direct sales industry, if you have your own business, if you have, if you've done any of those things where you're actually selling a product or service and trying to make a living. My eyes are darting around because I have to monitor all the chat boxes. So forgive that, but I do have to monitor our chat boxes, and so it requires me to do that. Oh, Herbie, welcome to the broadcast, honey. So sampling is really smart because sampling gives us the opportunity to connect with other people. Now, recently, I've had a tremendous amount of people sending products for me to sample, and I give them an opportunity and say, okay, well, what do you want me to do with this? Do you want me to actually monitor how well things are going and let people know, or what? Just finished speaking at a friend's company in West Hollywood. Oh, congratulations, Michael. I spoke this morning too on leveraging the power of live streaming. And by the way, while we're waiting for Frank to pop in here, Herbie says yes, that he is in one. And guys on Facebook, I don't know why. I'm going to do something really quick and see if I can get those comments to show up. But okay, see, Lori, I see your comments now, you guys, but I cannot. Oh, I'm trying really hard to get their comments in here. Facebook is a little tricky when you're going through a different process. Hey, Mountain Mouse, or is it Mountain? Mountain Mouse, welcome to the broadcast. It doesn't do things quite the same way. So there's Herbie's comments. I see Lori. Lori put a 1 in the chat box. So hopefully we got you guys. Now, hopefully we can register the rest of those comments too. So now that we did that little refresh. So sampling, people send me samples all the time and ask me, to tell them what I think about it. What do you think of this? Is it good? Do they want me to promote the product? So I don't take like fees and stuff for doing promotions on them, but I do test the products. They send me the products and I say, I will test them, but this is your choice. You either want me to tell people how things are actually going, right? And Frank is in the back room, so we'll have him on in a minute. Hey, Mr. Wonderful, welcome to the broadcast. You got to know, hey, Sean, you got to give me a chance. Do you want me to tell people how it's really going? Not that I would ever lie, but do you want me to give like a step-by-step? Do you want me to just tell beginning and end what I thought, what the pluses were, what the minuses were? Because I gotta be me, right? I gotta be real. Hey, Michael, thanks again for coming back. I gotta be me. I've got to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thanks, Michael. And that's something that's important to me. Not because I would never diss someone's product and say, oh, this is awful and it's crappy. I would try and highlight what I thought was good. And then I'd be honest about what I thought was a challenge. Hey, Kim, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for being here. So I'd be honest about what I thought the challenges were. But sometimes when we're doing products, with taste, sometimes we have different tastes than other people. So anyway, the whole point is that's what sampling is that if you really want people's opinion, then you want to give them someone that's going to give it to them like it is. It's going to tell them the real deal because people will honor that. They will appreciate that. And they will be interested in participating or, getting on board or trying something if they think that if somebody they trust is telling them that it works or that it was good or whatever. So anyway, so those of you guys that are here, I am going to bring Frank on really quick. And again, Facebook, I don't know why, but I cannot see those comments again. The only way I can see them is if I actually go into the broadcast, which I think starts playing the broadcast for you guys. Or I don't know if you guys can start hearing it in my headset, but I have to flip back out and then do it. So anyway, we're still working on those. As a matter of fact, I had a conversation. Hey, Kim, it's good to see you. I had a conversation today with somebody who I told them I would really love if we could get, the chat, if we could streamline the chat. Oh my gosh, that would be so much easier. And a lot of people would find that fascinating. Like they would feel a little more confident about trying to multi-stream and utilizing other platforms if we can push that stuff through. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Frank on and we're going to talk a little bit about some of that stuff. So Frank, pop on real quick so I can close this, close the seats. And let's see, is your camera on? Where is he? Oh. Are you there? I don't see you, Frank. I see black screen. You guys don't see me.
No, I myself.
You can. Hey, can anybody else? Can you guys see Frank? Because there you are. Wait, you were there and then you're gone. If you're on your phone, you can't switch to another thing, or it'll put a black screen up, or it will block something off. So, but is he frozen or is that me, guys? Are you on Wi-Fi? Whoops, he's frozen.
Yeah.
What's that? Without your picture, that's just a blank screen of you. I mean, it's a pretend screen.
I just closed.
I would go out, maybe close everything out, reboot your phone, and then pop back in really quick because they can't hear you, and so it won't. You're going and nothing that makes people jump out of a broadcast faster than lousy audio. Okay, so
let me pop off.
Okay. Okay, right. You do that, and I'll chat a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about one of these Optavia bars. You're gonna have to I don't know. Okay, there you go. So I think I booted him out. So he's going to go ahead and do that. Hey, Gene, welcome to the broadcast. So let's talk a little about the experience so far. So first of all, I'm going to tell you guys in the first, I weighed in, I lost 5 pounds in the first week. My goal was not necessarily weight loss, although to be honest with you, I am still a little squishy. So I'm totally up for that. But my goal was to, check it out for the health component. So let me tell you some of the things that I've learned. What I love, first of all, is there's this thing, it's a caramel macchiato shake drink. I take it and I put it in my coffee and I absolutely love it. So it's a meal. Michael, welcome back to the broadcast. Yes, I'm going to eat online. Yeah, I'm going to eat. I'm going to tell you a little bit. Maybe that's kind of rude. So for those of you who are just popping on, I'm not going to take any more bites. Sabrina, thanks for being here. I won't take any more bites because for some reason I'm thinking of it like the chocolates that I could easily tuck into my cheek. Hey Zebra, welcome. Who is that just got? Oh, what? I think it was my buddy that just showed up and then he disappeared. Yes, I wish right now I am wishing Frank was here so so someone could talk while I'm chewing because this was crunchier than I expected it to be. So let's talk about the food. First of all, you get 5 what they call fuelings. Dottie, welcome to the broadcast. You get 5 fuelings a day. And then what's called a lean and green. Zebra, thanks for sharing it out. Dottie, it's super good to see you. And then what's called a lean and green meal. So for someone who's hypoglycemic, I had a little bit more difficulty. I needed a little bit more protein during the day. So what I did was I switched the lean and green meal from the evening to lunchtime because that worked better for me because during the day is when I need the most energy, right? And then doing my live stream at night. But because it's like this shift, because I never eat after 5 o'clock and now I have to eat a 6 o'clock and a 9 o'clock fueling. So it just takes your body a little time to transition over. Dottie, thanks for inviting people. So I want you guys to put a 2 in the chat box if you've been struggling with something with your health, maybe whether not feeling good, maybe being overweight, maybe recognizing that you're eating too much of one thing, maybe you're gaining weight, or maybe you're feeling unhealthy, or that you are I don't know, how do you say that you've been contributing to the non helpfulness. What company, what product? Michael, we're talking about the Optavia. Remember, they sent me the samples to try for Optavia. So go ahead and grab that spot, Frank. And we're going to talk about it a little bit. And a friend of mine decided to try the program with me. And so we've been having a little bit of fun. Frank, I have it open, right? Oh, you left again. Okay. So a friend of mine started doing the same thing. So she got some products. I gave her half of mine. Then when hers came in, she brought me some more. So Michael, you're saying you're struggling a little bit with it. So I have to tell you, ease of use, this has been super simple. As a hypoglycemic, eating every 3 hours is something that comes very natural to me because I always need to snack on things. And so this has been very helpful and very simple for me. So I love that particular part of it. Like I said, I had to adjust. Whenever we're making a change, we've got to adjust. So for me, I had the 6 o'clock meal. Having my lean and green in the evening did not work for me. I needed the extra protein and stuff during the day. So I would have a chicken breast and some salad for lunch. And that gave me that was better for me because I didn't function as well. So again, I lost 5 pounds. I haven't had a dip in my energy, as you guys can probably tell. You would know if I was like, "Hi guys, it's me." You guys would have known. Hey, Jap, welcome to the broadcast. So you guys would know if there was a dip in my energy. And so I've been doing really well. And like losing 5 pounds and not really trying, that's pretty cool. I really do. I like that a lot. And the food is actually pretty good. Like I said, this little bar, I'm not going to take another bite. This one's called chocolate cherry ganache bar with dried cherries, pomegranate, and chia seeds. So you've got some things that are tasty, but I'm telling you, put a 3 in the chat box if you guys like, like a Starbucks drink, like a caramel macchiato. Like I love caramel macchiato. And again, you guys, I'm super sorry that if you guys, I see people are making comments, but they're not showing up on my screen. I'm going to try and see if I can go over here and see if I see any comments. I'm so sorry because I know it shows me Frank just made a comment, but I cannot see anything. So I'll just try and refresh that and see if that helps. But there have been, so this caramel macchiato, and I'm going to tell you what my struggle is. Okay. It's because I'm going to be honest. This is honest. When using some of those mixes, they get a little bit chunky. Marsha, welcome to the broadcast. Frozen on Facebook and Get Vocal is not good either. You're frozen? Am I frozen on here on Facebook, you guys? Can somebody tell me? Because I can see myself on Facebook. It doesn't look like I'm It doesn't look like I'm frozen, but I don't know if he means him. Anybody can give me frozen? Yeah. I don't know. It looked good to me. I just opened it up and it looked pretty good to me. So anyway, we'll try and kind of figure that out really quick. But so this caramel macchiato, you know how sometimes it gets kind of chunky and doesn't work? Well, that, I'm going to be honest, that happened. And so what I did was I took the first time I screwed it up. So I'm going to tell you what I did that didn't work. And then I'm going to tell you what I did that did work. I put the hot coffee with this stuff in my little blender thing. Well, heat creates a bit of a vacuum and a bit of a energy surge. So it sprayed out all over me, which was not fun, which was not cool at all. Jerome, welcome to the broadcast. Marsha, thanks for inviting people. Barf Clown, that's quite a handle. Thanks for being here. You're not frozen. Thanks, Lori. Mindy says I'm not frozen. Frank, I don't know what's going on, sweetheart, because everybody else says I'm not frozen. So I'm not sure. Let me go back to Get Vocal and see if you're there. Otherwise, I'll just have to, okay, so I'm going to unlock it and see if you can come in. Oh, Frank's gone again. I think he's having Wi-Fi issues. That's going to be my guess. I can't do just drinks for a meal and I don't like thick drinks. Me neither. That's what I'm telling you, Kim, because I don't like that at all. Like heebie-jeebies, I don't like it. And so when I did get it right, this is my trick, because you guys know, hey, we are willing to do all kinds of backflips to get something to work right. So so any of you guys that are doing Optavia, or even if you're doing some other program and you're experiencing the chunky kind of drink, hey, Barf Clown, welcome to the broadcast. We're so excited to have you here. No matter what I did, if I use a whisk or whatever, it wasn't working. So anyway, I put like an ounce of cold water. I pour in the caramel macchiato or the chocolate. The dark chocolate is actually good because it doesn't taste like dark chocolate. I put it in the blender and I do my coffee, a smaller cup of coffee. I put them together and then I stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds and it's fantastic. Okay. So yes, it takes me another 30 seconds to get things the way I want it, but it works and it is absolutely delicious. So now I'm having these little bit of cravings, like at 3:00 for my 3:00 snack. I have a craving for my caramel macchiato coffee. So, yeah. So I don't know if you heard what I was just telling everybody, Frank, about the issue that I had at first with, with having it be kind of thick and chunky, and no matter what I tried, I couldn't make it work. Yeah. And now I came up with my recipe. Right. And like I said, at 3:00, I'm like, I'll be right back. Like, I got to go get my coffee. And it's just absolutely delicious.
So yeah, I know that issue. In fact, I posted, I bought a little blender thing. It's a hand blender and it's got a little wire on it. And on the end of the wire, it's got like a little spring. And I guess I use it at the coffee shop, and it's like 5-10 seconds, and it's like, boom, done. It's
you know what? I do have one of those. I didn't open it. Okay. Yeah, you're cutting out really bad, Frank. You're cutting out really bad, Frank. Yeah, your Wi-Fi is not a solid connection, maybe for live streaming because it takes up so much bandwidth.
Let me get maybe go closer to the. Oh, this is the room where the.
Stacy wants to know: is it real sugar in the drink or some of the fake sweeteners?
No, there's no real sugar.
And isn't it sweetened with stevia? I don't remember. Let me see what this one says.
It's not the typical sweeteners that they're using in like the Sweet and Low and all that bad stuff. Let me look here.
Can we talk advertising, Barf Clown? Not right now, we can't, but in a minute we can if you want to hang around. But if you really want people to take you seriously, I definitely would change my handle from Barf Clown to something that sounded a little bit more like you were actually, wanting to do business. But I'm happy to engage with you. I'm just we're doing a little broadcast here about this particular thing. I'm looking for, I don't see, and let's not pretend that my eyes are perfect because I am 22, but we're working. Go get a beverage, Frank. Okay, so Barf Clown's telling you to get a beverage. Not quite sure why, but Barf Clown, we're happy to have you here. Just give me a minute to finish this portion and we'll be happy to engage with you. Yeah, I can't see what the sweetener is. Stevia causes some. So Barf Clown is new to the broadcast. We don't know Barf Clown, but we're excited to have you here. Dawn, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for being here. Again, guys, I'm having trouble seeing your comments. I'm going to go ahead and click on this and then kind of go backwards and see if we can get those things. Yeah. Oh, he was earlier. Gotcha. Okay. So, okay, all good. Back at local. Okay. So for some reason, Facebook does not want to send the comments. I literally have to open it up and stuff. Yes. So Barf Clown, really quick, we're going to do a teeny bit of Troll Patrol. Barf Clown, just so you know, it's rude to go ahead and promote yourself on someone else's live stream. It's like slapping a flyer in their face while they're speaking. I know maybe you're new to the platform and you're not meaning to. I just want to give you that tip. Okay. So Frank, let's talk about, I was just telling them about, the program, this is that day 7 was yesterday that I did a weigh-in. I lost 5 pounds. And even though that wasn't like why I started the program, I totally been feeling squishy, totally needed a little, little squishy. And, you told me not to actually work out on the program. So I didn't even do my regular workouts. I did what they said. I didn't want to break a sweat. And so I've actually followed that. So I lost 5 pounds without breaking a sweat, without actually trying. And so recognizing that when you do change your eating habits, that you do have something that, things do start to change. So I want you to share a little bit about that, Frank. And then I want to tell them a little bit more about the products, because that's what some of these people want to know.
Sure. So a couple of other questions, since I haven't actually talked to you too much in person on what some of the stuff a lot of clients report is energy levels raised after about 4 days. Have you felt that?
I haven't felt energy levels raised, but remember, I have such high energy. I can't imagine what my energy would be like if it was more than what it normally is.
Right. And you're not I'll say typical client that is looking to lose a large amount of weight. Like for myself, obviously I was 80 pounds, 90 pounds overweight. So after 20 pounds, you feel this incredible energy burst.
I can only imagine how, when people talk about, putting potato sacks and like holding them and, losing 80 pounds. First of all, kudos to you, Frank, because that's an amazing feat to, I have a lot of respect for people. I know, like I said, I gained 80 pounds with my pregnancies. I was very sick and had a lot of difficulties. And so I remember the discouragement because it didn't fly off, people. I know people say, oh yeah, if you're nursing, it did not fly off. So it was hard. And so I can totally respect, how difficult that journey was for you, and recognizing the value of what you're delivering and telling people. And I know Michael said that he's struggling with some health things, and I'm not sure if he's interested or ready to do that, but hopefully from today's broadcast, it will give him a little bit of, direction and clarity.
Yeah. And the other thing with this, Vicki, and I know you've heard some of this coming to our mastermind meetings, is the program is so much more than your average diet. It comes with so much more. Obviously, it comes with a coach that's going to be there to support you. You need that support on a journey.
Yeah, and I want to interrupt you really quick because I got to tell you, I am this really self-motivated person, and I don't really require a lot from other people, but I have enjoyed the, every day Frank and Monica, his coach, pop in a little box. We have a little box with my friend that's in this doing this thing at the same time. And there's a little video they pop in, they check in with you. How's it going? And I can only imagine if I was really struggling that would be like a highlight for me. And because I already enjoy it anyway. And I'm so busy sometimes during the day, I don't think, but there was one day, and I'm being on, remember I told you guys to be honest. I was like, Frank, I am so hungry right now. And remember, you guys, when you're doing a lot of stuff and when you use as much brain energy as I do for writing and thinking and creating, sometimes your body triggers feeling hungry, even when you're not necessarily hungry. Maybe it's from habit or for other things. But I was like, Frank, I think I'm going to gnaw my arm off, And so I asked him what to do. And, so I ended up eating another little salad. And again, it wasn't it wasn't like I was really starving. It was just my body triggering. So your body does go through some adjustments, even when you're not necessarily expecting it. It goes through these adjustment periods. But the coaching thing, that they really are there and they're plugging in and finding out, how are you doing? What's this going on? You know, they answer questions. My friend Rosalie was like, what can I get at Starbucks? Or, hey, I'm going to this dinner I got to go to. Now, what can I do? And I know I was out with my family and I was like, can I have a couple chips? Because I was hungry at that point. I hadn't eaten my fueling because we had these things going, and you know how sometimes we're not as prepared as we want to be. And I'm like, can I have a couple chips? And then he gives me the thumbs up, and I was like, okay. So I'm verifying, you know, what I'm doing. So they're trying to coach you through some transitions. And Rosalie had this dinner at the Northwoods Inn, and so, you know, she was coming up with substitutes and alternatives. So I have to give you kudos for that too. That support that you guys were offering was honestly, that I can tell you, for the chip thing, it was really cool. I felt very valued as a person to be able to go, okay, because I'm like, I'm not eating those unless he says yes, you know, and I'm just posting that, like my snack habit is in your hands, Frank. It's, you have the control. So anyway, go ahead. I just wanted to share that and let people know that it really was that you are involved.
Yeah, and like I said, it's so much more than a diet, in that it's not just it's not solely what you're putting on your body. I mean, the personal development that I'm getting through the company for free, stuff that you go to these conventions and pay thousands of dollars to get this type of training, because I mean, especially for someone like myself that let myself go to the point I did, it's something here that we have to fix too. So by having that support and that community that is involved, it's so important. Where a lot of diets, that's just not even part of the program. It's strictly what we're eating and how we're weighing our food and all that good stuff. And so this really does become a lifestyle change. I mean, for you, the why wasn't that. This is more of a sampling of this to kind of see how you liked it and maybe lose 5-10 pounds. But for most people, there's either health, because it's not just a diet for weight either. It is for people. We have people that come on that have high blood pressure, fibromyalgia, gout, a lot of different things that this helps correct, the arthritis and stuff. Putting proper food into our bodies and learning how to eat in proper intervals. We have people doing stuff and feeling so much better.
And like I said, there's a philosophy behind what it is that you're doing. And I'm a big believer in journaling. And that's one of the things every day I added to when I do my Bible study and stuff in the mornings, just reading what it is for today. And then, trying to write down what it is that I ate, how I felt. They start, and I love how they do this gradual thing, because most people give up right away at something because it isn't, it's too big of a change for their lifestyle. And, like, oh, you want me to journal? You want me to drink all this water? You want me to do this? You want me to do this? And then you guys start out with just drink 1 extra glass of water a day, right? I already drink a gallon a day. So for me, I didn't drink a lot of extra water, but if I felt hungry, I would drink some, and it's good for you. Water is good for you and keeps your body fleshed out. But that's the way they started. Drink an extra glass of water. Then the next week it was like, okay, let's start, write how you felt today. It's walking you through it instead of throwing the whole change at you. And I'm a big fan of that and a big believer in that. So I don't know. Did I lose you? I lost Frank again. I don't know what's going on. Poor Frank. He's trying. He's trying to stay here. Hey, love, welcome to the broadcast. Taste of Spice, welcome to the broadcast. I appreciate you guys being here. Please hit that share button. Today, this is Vicki Fitch Live, and what we're talking to Mr. Frank Destra, and we're talking about how sampling is smart. And a week ago, I did a broadcast about sampling and how smart it was. Actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And then Frank said, hey, I'd like you to try some of these products. We went through the thing. I got the products. I started on Tuesday. And I have to say that having something to snack on has always been, something that I do. So this makes it super convenient because I have a basket of foods and I know I can just grab anything out of there that I want. And I found it to be oddly comforting to know that I know he keeps dropping in and out, but we'll finalize up here with him in a minute. And then I will deliver some value on a lesson here for you guys as well. but to recognize that there are alternatives out there. And whether this one's for you or not, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you what my experience has been. And like I said, at first, there's different things that they're going to be a change. If you're willing to commit to a change, if you want to change, you will. There's nothing that's been bad. Because I've had some things before. I won't say what product line it was, but somebody sent me something one time. I literally had to hold my breath to drink it. And I was like, I can't support this. Now, if I'm dying, I'm going to drink that. But I did not enjoy it at all. And we have to be aware of that. I have not experienced any of that. Everything I've tasted, as a matter of fact, the little peanut butter, it's like a chocolate chip cookie bar. I wish that, I may have to get some of those just for my regular snack, because I actually enjoy that as a snack in the morning with my coffee, which that can be my breakfast. And then I never eat cereal because there's, typical cereal that we have in my house has a lot of carbs and which carbs are sugar, and it's got sugar, and then it drops my blood sugar down. But I've eaten some of the little cereals that I have here, and I pop it in with you're allowed to have a little bit of almond milk. And I feel like, oh yeah, it's like this cool little treat. Plus now the chocolate chip pancakes. I like the chocolate chip pancakes. I'm a pancake girl, so I do like pancakes. So Frank, before we lose you again, what did you want to say?
Going back to, like you said, can be, we have clients that once they get to their optimal, they can out. Something that they know is in their per. It's so simple. You don't have to worry about, gosh, I got a grocery store that's going to maintain this. Mm-hmm. So there's people who do this time thing of these simple things that are good. Your favorites, and they are so convenient.
And we're having trouble hearing you, Frank, which I think you're going to end up losing people. So what I'm going to try and do is just kind of relay what he's saying, is that if you guys are struggling, like I can't attest to what's going to happen long term. I can tell you Frank lost 80 pounds, right? And Frank and I went to high school together. And so I didn't see him at 80 pounds heavier, but I believe him. I have to tell you, the network of people that they are together, these are some of the nicest people. Hey, we welcome the broadcast. Some of the nicest people. So I'm going to finish up with Frank really quick, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about how to utilize this in your own business and how you can start to building your brand and building up what you're trying to do. But their products they're good, right? They taste good. There's certain ones that will become part of your habit. And when you create new habits, as you guys know, in Direct Selling 101, I talk about the habit train, and the habit train runs on the rails of the Rockstar Guide to Getting It Done. When you start controlling what you're doing, when you identify what you're going to do, when you start setting your body up on a schedule, you can start changing the way things are happening. You can start changing the bad habits and turning them into good ones. And that's what I think this healthy lifestyle is, what they're trying to promote. And the fact that you have easy products and don't have to go to the store, that's always been a plus for me, because I don't enjoy trying to go to the store and figure out my carbs and doing this and doing that. Just please, someone help me. Just someone. And I can see, Dawn, that you're commenting on the video, but I don't know why I can't see them. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to refresh really quick so I can see some of the comments that people. Okay, so I see that you guys have commented. Now it kicked me out of there. So let me go back and find your comments, but recognizing that there's an opportunity, and that we can do better, right? We can do better. Dawn says, oh, Zeph, welcome to the broadcast. See, again, I cannot see you guys unless I go out and come back in. Dawn says she suffers from fibromyalgia. She wishes she could lose 5 pounds since I turned 50 and haven't lost it for a year. Well, I did it in a week, Dawn, without actually trying. Oops, I gained 5 pounds after I turned 50. Okay, well, in your body, the metabolism and stuff does change. So recognizing that too. Frank, do you guys have some suggestions for that metabolism that changes and what happens to people, when they pass 22?
Basically, yeah, just happened to you last year,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, it's not me. It's Dawn. Dawn said she's trying to figure out that she said she gained 5 pounds after she turned 50. And that's what, she wants to be able to lose that, I think.
Yeah, that's simple. I mean, like I said, the weight loss portion, the weight loss for this program is easy for us. The weight will come off. It's scientific. It's predictable results. For women, we're going to see 12 to 15 a month. For men, we're going to see 15 to 20 a month. Predictable. It's not like maybe it comes off. Because it's really a wellness program. The side effect is losing weight. That your body feels better, your joints are going to feel better. And most people that have the fibromyalgia, the gout before, just so much better feeling, kind of eliminating the pain that's associated with those.
Stacy's saying that it sounds like it's pretty calorie restricting. What do you have to say about that?
It's not a calorie in, calorie out type of system. It is more low carb based. Basically, after 4 days, we're going to stabilize your blood sugar on the program. So for people that are suffering from the diabetes and stuff, this is an excellent route to help them stabilize your diabetes as well. But it's not so much a calorie in, calorie out, calorie counting type of system at all.
So,
and really, it's really not a one size fits all program as well. Anybody that is interested can get a hold of me through Facebook or through you, and you can put them in contact with me. We do what we call a health assessment, and we put together a program. If it's right for the person, it's fine. We're just sharing. I'm not really like a high pressure car salesman or anything. It's just share the program. If it works for them, that's great. If not, that's okay too. But I've gotten so involved with the coaching part just because I know it works. I have so many friends that it's worked for. I just love sharing the program and helping other people get healthy as well.
And Stacy said, all I mean is that I'm guessing most people who do it will be taking in a lot less calories than they normally would. I would say maybe that's probably true, Stacy. I think a lot of people take in a lot more calories than they realize, because I mean, like even the other night when I texted Frank about the chips, because I'm trying to, when somebody gives me something and I say I'll do it, hey, Graham, welcome to the broadcast. And I saw a bunch of you guys come in. Thank you so much. And I apologize. I don't want to interrupt Frank, just to say hello. So thank you guys for being here. So just recognizing that, I'm messaging him because I made a commitment. I said I'd stay on program for, the 14 days. I'd try it out. And then so you could see what the real results were. Not, well, I stayed on program except, this and except that. Now there are, tomorrow I'm going to be gone at the Brand Innovators Conference all day. I'm going to bring my snacks and I'm going to have a little extra snack, because there's nothing worse than being gone and then, having a hypoglycemic attack and not, and feeling dizzy. I'm not going to starve myself, or I'm not going to hurt myself, but I'm going to do the best I can. And I think that's when we have that new mindset of that I'm going to do the best I can, that we're committed to something. Because sometimes we say, oh yeah, well, I'm going to have the bar, but then I'm going to have that too. So now we're not restricting calories. We start adding things on. It's not that this is a super nutrient that, you don't need anything else. It's about the every 3 hours. It's about making sure that you get your body on a new pattern. If you're used to eating huge dinners at 8 p.m., it's going to be a transition for you. Your body needs to have less food at that time, right? To break things down. You've got to be careful and recognize what your body is. Most people want to have that meal at dinner time or around then, so they have that 12 hours or 14 hours before they have to eat again. For me, I need energy during the day and I need my protein. So that as soon as I shifted that and started eating at lunch, and again, if I am hungry or want something at dinner, I'll have like a little salad. And if it works. It's not, it works for me. It may not be perfect on the program, but having a little bit of lettuce I don't think that that's going to throw off, what it is. And it's helping my body have more roughage. It's helping to do some of the things. Cause I'll tell you, my thing at night, my son and I watch a show, cause that's our time together, and we like to have popcorn. So I've been eating the little barbecue chips, so I can have a crunch while he's crunching on popcorn, but I'm smelling the popcorn. But I'm getting used to it. So now it's not as tempting. And I have the chocolates that Dawn gave me, and I have to bring to the conference tomorrow. And, and I have I do have Simone bringing things to some friends of mine tomorrow at the conference. So I am going to have a few bites of a crepe tomorrow. So I'm, again, it's not about being like you have to restrict everything, but I had already committed to introducing before I committed to this program, and it will make me feel uncomfortable to not participate in what I was trying to share with them, so it's like I said, but gorging myself, it's different. It's like, well, I don't have to eat an entire crepe, and I don't have to eat all the dessert crepes. That's a choice, right? But participating in something to make yourself comfortable, it's not about, removing everything from your life. It's about trying to create new habits. Would you say that's true, Frank?
That's exactly right. It is habit-based, and going back to what you were talking about being perfect. I mean, I went through the holidays, I gained like 5-6 pounds through the Christmas holidays. In past years, I would have just given up, because I didn't have the mindset of knowing, hey, I can fall back on Optavia and I can get that 6 pounds and still get back to my goal of another 15 pounds. So it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to be perfect. Nobody's expected to be perfect. But just having that frame of mind now, knowing that I have this, I know it works, and I know I'll get it. It's just a bump in the road on the journey.
Yes.
It really is.
Lori said she lost 4 pounds in 2 days. Lori, were you doing an Optavia program? And, or were you just saying that you had some water weight? Because let's face it, ladies, there is times of the month when, for us, absolutely true, that your weight is going to fluctuate, and, don't make excuses for it, but recognize it's there and try and, accommodate. And like I said, that's what it's about, becoming more aware of your body and the surroundings, and learning ways to deal with it differently, because if our normal inclination is to eat chocolate cake, and then then instead we're going to substitute for the chocolate cherry ganache bar. Right. And so, yes, thank you, Darren.
Which, by the way,
I do like them. They're not my favorite. I like the chocolate chip one. I don't know why, but I like to eat that like little like where it's softer and chewy. But I like these. They're really good.
Yeah, they're filling for me, and I just love. And I'm not a big cherry flavored person, but in fact, I don't really care for the cherry flavored chocolate shake with the cherry. I don't care for that shake in particular, but I love that. Well,
and that's what's really cool is that you find something that you really like. I said, I'm looking forward to 3 o'clock every day, or I want to go have that little caramel macchiato, and it's a coffee. It's warm because it's been cold out, so it's this warm. It's satisfying because it's got some protein and stuff in it, and so it's got some substance in it. And anyway, it's been kind of fun. And like I said, weight loss is good now, especially because I don't know if you saw that post that I'm going to be. Oh, thank you so much. So I have a troll really quick. So you guys know I have a troll here on Darren. He says, you look like you like chocolate cake with those arms. Like, dude, I actually have a long sleeve shirt on. It's not like my fats are jiggling, bro. So seriously, we're going to do a little troll patrol with you. There you go. Go, Frank. How sad for you that you want to come on a broadcast and try and hurt someone's feelings that's trying to encourage other people. So I want to encourage you, Sugar Pie. You need to work on that. Okay. You just need to work on that. So you can leave me and my chocolate loving arms alone, darling. So, cause I'm feeling like you got some little stuff in your heart going on we need to help you with. So I want to give you a big virtual hug and tell you that we love you. Okay. Jeremy, welcome to the broadcast, darling. So anybody have any questions about this? And like I said, anybody interested in changing their health and maybe having a conversation with Frank? Like I said, Frank's definitely not a high pressure guy. And if he did, I'll Fitch slap him for you. I promise. I'll take him down. But he's not, that's not who he is. But if you're thinking, hey, I'd like to check something out, or I'd like to have a conversation and see if maybe this might work for me. I'm on the program for another week. I'm going to give you guys another update. Next Wednesday I'm available. I have to check, but we'll give you another update and find out what's, how it's going and what's happening. Oh, thank you so much. Bye, Darren. Darren says he's out. Well, I wonder why. When we call you out on your stuff, bro, there ain't no doubt in my mind you're going to bail because, you can't handle it. Hey, Jeremy, it's good to see you, sweetheart. So those of you on Facebook that are leaving messages, again, I am going to go out and try and come in again. But just to make sure if I'm missing, Jeremy says hello to the dude. That's Frank, Jeremy.
Wow.
Yeah. So Jeremy is actually what we call a troll conversion. Jeremy used to be a troll, and now he's a very faithful fan. And Lori said she changed her diet, and that's how she ended up losing the weight. So that's awesome. And Dawn is back in here with us too. So we're super excited to have Dawn. If you guys remember Dawn Crayboss, she's definitely not in alignment with the program because she has the most delicious caramels on the planet. And so, oh my gosh, okay, now I'm thinking about Dawn's caramels. Okay, I need to buy them. I need my Cherry Gosh bar. Oh my goodness. Right? Back away from the caramel. But there is, I did get the chocolate drizzle bar from, that was that. I like that. Like I said, so I'm having to do that. Does it address issues like thyroid? She wants to know if there's any, hey, Ken, welcome. If it addresses any issues like thyroid.
So I can tell you that, the company doesn't boast like, hey, we're going to cure these stuff. I just know that from people that give their testimonies on how, I can tell you my mom, 76 years old, when my mom seen me start to lose weight, she wanted to know what I was doing. She actually had the gastric bypass done about 4 years ago, kind of hit a plateau, actually started gaining weight. So when I started telling her what I was doing, she says, well, Frankie, my thyroid, I can't lose weight. This stuff. I go, Mom, just try this. Just get your son to try this. She's lost 22 pounds. And this is the woman that, that claims the thyroid, it's a big issue. So it just seems to overcome all these things the initial things that these doctors are telling their patients that they have, and why this and why that. The other great thing about this is try this. It comes with this is a legit company. I mean, they're traded on Wall Street. They're rock solid. Try the product for a couple of weeks. You don't like it, put it back in the box and send it back for all your money back. They stand behind it. In fact, if I didn't believe it, I wouldn't have said, hey, try this, Vicki, and see what you think, right? I mean, you could have flipped on me right here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, and that's why I said, I told you I was going to be really honest about it. And like I said, I don't have any true complaints. The things I had issue with, like that were, none of them were issues. They were just, like with the thing. Then we came up with a solution. And like I said, I love that caramel macchiato. And today I actually...
Yep, that's like going to Starbucks without paying $7,
I never go to
right?
Starbucks. I know I am like the crazy girl, right? But I've never done that. And Stacy says, was she taking medicine for her thyroid? She wants to know if she was taking medicine for it. Because she asked about the thyroid thing, and now she wants to know if she was taking medicine for the thyroid.
No, my mom has told me she would never. The doctors would never let her take thyroid. She's always been like, well, I know it's my thyroid, this and that, but they would never give it to her. They would never prescribe thyroid to her.
And Dawn says she's the enemy. Dawn has the most delicious caramels and candies and cupcakes and stuff like that. Jeremy says, I was 195 pounds. Now I'm 185 pounds. Mind you, it took being a diabetic to make changes. Well, Jeremy, and like Frank's saying, is that this program seems to have helped. I know they're not making any health claims. He's just sharing what he's got with his own personal clients and what people have shared with him. But so as we look at this, guys, because really, I mean, some of you are interested probably in a different health. Some of you are interested in making some changes. So if you are interested, let me know. I'd be happy to connect you with Frank. But I also want to give you guys some tips on how to work this in your own business. So I know, and I think Frank's at work. So Frank, we can certainly let you go if you want. I'm going to answer some other questions, but super excited to have you here. I think you're coming back next Wednesday, right? Right, for the 2-week update to see what my weight loss is. Now, am I allowed to start doing my workouts this week again or not?
I'd rather you not keep it light for the next week and keep your sampling at your little gala tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Light, and that's why I'm trying. I know, and this is true. See, so the gala is actually on Wednesday. I mean, on Sunday night. That's the actual gala. So but tomorrow I will try and keep that, like, just having a few bites, because and then giving it to them too. Like, if they like it, like, I can just kind of pass that off. So I think we lost Frank. But anyway, so the point is that we're trying to make changes. And when you make changes in your lifestyle, then there's going to be positive things. And I don't think Dawn is the enemy at all. I think that we have to have self-control. And sometimes, none of us, sometimes we don't want to, right? Vicki's going to get you fired, Frank. No, I don't want Frank fired. But anyway, so I would love to know what questions you guys have about how to build your business and brand, how you can utilize samples to make a difference in people's lives. Like this, like, it's just the conversations we've had. Like I said, Frank already has a new client. He's got a few other people that are interested. So remember that when you're willing to put your, put your money where your mouth is, right? When you're actually willing to step up and ask someone for an honest opinion, then you'll have a chance for them to give that honest opinion. Because I know that the people who follow me recognize that I'm going to be honest. If I hated the program, I wouldn't say this program sucks. I would say, you know what? It's probably not the best program for me, but there's been some tremendous results. That is the absolute truth. But I have actually, I'm telling you, I can't wait for 3:00. I can't wait for my little coffee drink, right? I really enjoy that. I really enjoy some of the other things. And I like the fact that I'm not putting so many calories in my mouth when I'm eating popcorn at night. Because I'm going to be honest right now, I'm about a true confession. We used to have a bag of popcorn and then 3 of us would split it, right? So I'd probably have, I don't know, maybe this much. Then it got to where 2 of us were splitting a bag. And then sometimes we'd eat 2 bags. That means I was eating a whole bag. This is a true story. So sometimes it's like what I call the nudge in Evict the Bully in your head, right? Actually, I think Frank came back, Vicki, and you dropped him like a rock in water. No, I didn't. He fell. He fell out. Stop it, Jeremy. Stop it. But, I recognize that it was just habit, like, and it was a nudge, like an Evict the Bully in your head. It's just subtly, we were eating a little bit more and a little bit more. And it's all of a sudden the portion control was gone because it's sitting there and you're watching something and you're doing this hand to mouth, hand to mouth. So being aware when you have a bag and you have this much in it, then you eat it slower. Right? So we're actually changing the habit. When you have a bar that's this big, you're eating the bar that's that size and not, a portion of food that's this big. So, just recognizing those things. So I would like to know, let's see. Did you have any intestinal issues with it? Nope, I did not. You should see me on cheesies. Okay, so Jeremy's confessing that he does something with cheesies. I didn't have any intestinal issues with it. I don't know what you mean. I don't know if you mean like constipation or. I will say my stomach, and I don't know if Frank can come back in. I will say my son was like, "Mom, why is your stomach making all those noises?" So I did have. My stomach was definitely speaking because we were watching TV one day when I was eating my things. He goes, "Mom, why is your stomach doing that?" I was like, "I think it's just getting reacquainted with itself." So I don't know what she meant by intestinal issues, but Frank, what is that normal? My stomach conversing with the world?
We have in fact, you're on the Habits of Health with Us site, and so people will kind of report different things. And that is one of the things, that people, especially in the beginning, will report, but it's not a real common one, but it is something that is reported.
I'm unique.
We will give you that, Vicki.
Yes. So, okay. So I don't think I would call it intestinal issues because I didn't have any problems. It was just loud. My stomach was definitely making some noises. And I will tell you when, for any of you guys know how I got out of the wheelchair, I went and saw a man named Master Lou who does, what's called Kung Fu medicine. And it's where they realign the ligaments and the tendons and stuff in the body, and that they recognize all these parts. And he used to always tell me, your stomach should always sound like that. That's the way it's supposed to be. Like, and so I felt like, okay, well, somehow I finally made it to Master Lou's status because my stomach is definitely having a combo with me.
What's incredible is like the people that are on tonight, everybody's mentioning all these little symptoms they have, or the diabetes and the fibromyalgia. And in the beginning for me, because I came to the program because of the weight. Mm-hmm. I only looked at people because of, oh my gosh, they need program because they're overweight. That was the obvious, but I've really learned to try and talk to people and get out, the other little health issues that they're having or big health issues that this can help them with. So it really is a health program, not a weight loss program.
Uh-huh.
So that's been a big mind shift for me as a coach, is trying to find those people that I can help not only lose weight, but get healthy and try and help them with some of these things that they're suffering from. And to have this, I can help these people. It's amazing. It's an amazing gift.
Yeah. And like I said, you're so happy about it. And that's the cool part when you're passionate about it. Stacy says that's good to know. Usually stuff like that can cause it. Yeah. I haven't experienced it. Like I said, I can't say, I don't know what other intestinal issues you mean. My stomach is conversing with the world, but hey, I'm a loud girl and I like to make, go big or go home. Right. So, anyway, so guys, recognizing your own businesses and how you do it. What samples do you have? What can you do that you can give something to someone that will actually, tell you their honest opinion? One of the greatest things you can do in terms of marketing is to ask someone for an honest opinion. One of the things I used to do in the jewelry business is to tell people, would you guys come look at the new line? I just want to get your honest opinion. And I would have a little survey sheet of what they liked and what they didn't like. And 9 times out of 10, at least 50% of the people that were there would buy. But that wasn't my point of bringing them through. But when they saw things that they liked, then they wanted it. But I asked for their opinion. I asked them to come because I wanted to get their opinion. So when you do offer, and I would definitely do freebies. I do giveaways and stuff, pieces of jewelry and stuff. So it's okay to incentivize people, right? We call it an ethical bribe. It's okay to incentivize people or ask people to get their opinion. It's okay to give them some of your product. Make sure that they're willing to do the work, that they're actually going to do it. I did take the before pictures. I am not sharing them. I'm just saying, but I did take them. So I at someday may share them, but right now they are my pictures. That's it. But I did what Frank asked. Stacy said, what's that?
Come on, you got to share them.
Yeah. Hold your breath, baby. Hold your breath. Right. Stacy says, I just know that from eating other bar stuff that sometimes the powders or sugars involved can cause gas or other things like that. That's why I asked about the sweeteners. I have not had any problems with gas at all. I don't know what you're showing us a picture of, Frank. What is that? A trash can?
Oh, I run a large lathe. I'm cutting some titanium right now. I'm in the machine shop. So that's okay. What the noise is.
You'll probably get in trouble for cutting anything while you're live streaming. I'm pretty sure that would be a health hazard. So I'm going to just go ahead and say no.
I'm here on contract, so they can't fire me.
They may not fire you, goofball, but you could get hurt. I do not want to be responsible. I see Tony Perez in the house. Welcome, Tony. Appreciate you being here. What's that?
You have insurance, right?
Yeah. Live stream insurance. Yeah, it's very popular. Oh, so guys, so when you're looking at your products, like I said, find a way to sample with people that'll actually give you an honest opinion, that will actually try and share. Don says, I had a candy route and took in people's opinions. Don, it's brilliant. I think, like I said, I have some great ideas for you, Don. I have done that so many times. Yeah. So, okay. So guys, I know we've been on a little bit longer than normal. So Frank, do you have any last words to say to people? Tomorrow, people, I will not be here really quick. Friday, I'm not 100% sure of. Saturday and Sunday, I won't be here, but I will be live streaming from the red carpet from the City Gala event. And some of your favorite people, like Colin Farrell is going to be there, Les Brown. Anyway, it's going to be a great event. So anyway, last words that you have to share with them?
No, just I encourage anybody to reach out. Anybody that, like I said, let's get on the phone. We'll do a quick 20-minute health assessment. If we can help you, we'll help you. Okay. So, yeah, I'm on Facebook. That's the easiest way, or Vicki, you can put them in contact with me.
Yeah. Message me. Jeremy says, I love getting people in trouble. No, I do not, Jeremy. Shame on you for saying that. But we do appreciate it. If you guys want to get in touch with Frank, like I said, let me know. And I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy. This is my true opinion. If I didn't like it, I would tell you. I mean, I told you about the day I was hungry. I told him I was going to gnaw my arm off, but that was eating habits. Like I said, it's a change in eating habits. When you're not used to something and you change the way you do it, your body has to adjust. It's only been a week and I'm totally fine now. Like I said, I think I went through 4 days of and like my stomach speaking to the world. It's all under control now, so I don't have to worry at the gala that my stomach is talking to people. They think there's another person there, but I have appreciated it, Frank. I look forward to seeing what happens for the next week. I mean, I would love to drop another 5 or 6 pounds. That would be kind of fun, especially without working out. That would be kind of like, yeah, okay, I could do that, right? And I will be honest about what I eat tomorrow and what I eat at the gala. I will tell you exactly what I've done. But like I said, I'm a woman of my word. So I am committed to taking responsibility, not eating the sweets, not doing the things that are my favorites, right? You know, those are the days that you wish you hadn't make a commitment. My son says, Mom, why did you commit to doing this over Valentine's Day? We always eat dessert on Valentine's Day. And so I said, well, when you give your word, you give your word. So that's just the way it goes. We'll have to go out another day afterwards and we can experience some of the things that we do. But recognize that your word is part of who your psyche and be who you are. And you have to be able to trust yourself. You have to be able, you can't use excuses and say, well, but it's Valentine's Day. Oh, well, but I'm never going to try this again. Well, you know, you stick to your word. It doesn't mean you couldn't have a bite if you really feel you'll never see it again or you'll never experience it, but be a person of your word. Stacy said, I trust you. Well, thank you, Stacy. And Frank.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, Vicki, that you're sticking with this. And this is why, you know, I went ahead and did this, even though we are told that's one of the golden rules we're not supposed to break is the giveaway program, you know, and there's so many times when I talk to somebody and they're just not ready, but I know I can help them. So I want to just buy the program for them, but we just can't because the person has to be ready to do it. But I knew I trust you and I knew you would stick to it. And you gave me your word you would. And I appreciate you sticking with this and doing it.
And like I said, absolutely. And when you've got things, and remember people, when we can create new habits, when we can create good habits, then things can change, right? You never know how, like I said, I may not want to have popcorn anymore. So what are you trying, Vicki? Oh, Jeremy, I'm doing the Optavia program. Frank had sent me a 2-week trial. So I'm trying this for 2 weeks, giving him my opinion and telling you guys all about it at the same time. But I would love, if you guys are interested in it at all, interested in health, do a 20-minute call with him. Just give him an opportunity to help give you some guidance and direction. If you don't want to do anything about it after that, that's fine. But if you know your health is an issue, if you know your weight is an issue, you know, check it out. Find something that works for you and check this out. Most of the times I find that people that are ready to change, they'll change and they might then get used to something. And then, you know, they give up on themselves before a program stops giving up on them. You know, it's like they all of a sudden they start, well, I'm just gonna have a little of this and the nudge, right? The little bit of popcorn, the little bit of popcorn, the little bit of popcorn, the whole bag of popcorn. Oh, let's have 2 bags, you know? So
speaking of popcorn, we do have a popcorn fueling. That is one of our fueling. We have over 130 different options to choose from. You only have a sampling of the variety, but yeah, they do have that is one of the snacks that you can put on order is get some popcorn for yourself. This way, when you sit and watch a movie with your son, you got a little Optavia popcorn.
That's good. I have to do that. Stacy says, well, I think she's making a suggestion. You can buy skinny popcorn at Costco and get the little bags. They're single use and low in carbs. Well, I don't think you can do that on program. I mean, maybe when you're on a maintenance thing or something, but the point is that they want you to stick with the program because then they know what you're eating. They know what your calorie consumption is and they know that the results are manageable. You know, they know what they can expect from those.
Yeah. The program, it's great. We have nutritionists on staff. So for what Tracy just said, she could call the 800 number and talk to the nutritionist and say, hey, I just found these at Costco. Can I eat these? And they're going to tell you yes, no, maybe, or how much of it you can. So it's great to have that support where someone like me, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm here to more support you, but we do have that as part of what you're paying for is to have that the support of trying different things you come across and getting that okay from our nutrition staff. On what you can have outside of what the company provides.
And Jeremy says his weakness is cheesies. I don't know. Are cheesies like Cheetos? Is that what they are? I'm thinking that's what they are. So,
our weaknesses,
like I said, I know mine. I know popcorn is mine. And so I have to be very, very careful about that, even when I'm, no matter what it is, because I know I really like popcorn. And anyway, so guys, you guys have been great. Like I said, tomorrow night I will not be here because if I am, it'll be something live from the Brand Innovators Conference. It's not going to be my regular show. And Dawn says she's agreed and share what volleyball pick, Tony? Tony Perez says share the volleyball pick. What is he talking about? I guess for me or you?
Wow, not me. I didn't.
What volleyball pick, Tony? Do you have a picture of me in volleyball, or are you talking about one in the yearbook? Tony went to high school with us too. I don't know, honey. I'm not sure, but I'm going to reply to those comments. And anyway, you guys are fantastic. I do appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate Frank. What?
Sorry, on Zoom, I can actually share pictures. This I don't think we have that feature where I go into my phone.
We do not right now, but I just got they just sent me a survey asking me what we wanted to that. Cheesies, maybe a Canadian thing. Cheetos are different. Gotcha. Yeah, well, yeah, they probably are. I know you guys have a lot of things you guys call it totally different names than we do, but we'll try and figure out what that is and see if Frank can help you. Although, Frank, you can't sell in other countries yourself, right? Because he's in another country.
The only other country that we're selling to right now, they just went international last year with China.
So
yeah, they are shipping to China now, but little by little they're going international. So China was the first country to get a taste of Optavia.
Jeremy, either come to the States or go over to China, and we'll hook you up. Okay, so Frank, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for giving people an opportunity to. Yes, I'm eating. Sorry, I was trying to. It's crunchy and it's chewy, and it's sitting in front of me. It's like having a brownie in front of you. How could I not eat it? Anyway, guys, you're awesome. I will definitely we have a lot of value coming to you next week. I will bring Frank back on to tell you what how it went for the next week. And I'll be honest about how things go tomorrow and on Sunday. I hope you watch the live streams. I would love to find out what things that you guys want. I'll send you a picture, Vicki, of the two. Okay. I would love to find out what things, if you guys have questions you want for some of those people. I know I got some questions today for Les Brown, for Mario Lopez. So if you guys send them to me, I will try and ask them on the red carpet. I'll be live streaming it. So definitely watch the live streams. It'll be a lot of fun. And I will probably be freezing my butt off. I just want you guys to know it's supposed to be it's 31 degrees right now. And I live in California. I don't have any long sleeve, fur kind of coat dresses. I have California formal wear. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I have a feeling I'm going to be cold. So I might be going. So I'm going to try and keep that under control. So I can't stop the sweating, Frank, from the freezing chills. So that's like a workout. I'm pretty sure that'll be considered a workout. Stacy says you do have a purple thing I gave you that's designed for that type of weather. But Stacy, that's wool, and that doesn't really go with a gala, a formal gala. I mean, it's very cute and all, but I don't think that would I don't think it would match the dress, or it's not designed for that kind of that's more casual. This is a gala. So like full length dress kind of gala. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's -20 there, Jeremy. Well, I feel good about my $50. I mean, my 50 point spread on the temperature. Okay. So anyway, I'm looking to see one more time if there was any questions. And let's see. Whoops. I lost it here. Hold on. Having to keep refreshing these. It's so strange tonight. I don't know why. Usually I have the comments. Maybe it's on my personal page I get them. Dawn, I don't know what you're responding to, Dawn, because I can't get them until too late. I see right, I agree, crying face, and yep, but I don't know what they're in reference to. But I do appreciate you guys. Again, we'll touch base on this. It'll keep you warm. I know it's Stacy, but I think part of the reason they chose me is because they want me to represent. And I'm thinking that a wool, again, it's a lovely piece for sure, but I don't think a wool I don't think that would be representing what they wanted exactly, but I do appreciate that, and I'll try and figure something out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but it will be comical. I'm certain of that. It'll be professional and comical all at the same time. So you guys are awesome. Frank, thank you so much for coming aboard. You guys, I appreciate you. Please make sure you send in your comments and your questions. If you want to connect with Frank, message me and I will definitely connect you guys via Facebook Messenger. And give your health a try, people. It's time for us to, 2019 needs to be your year for changing your life, becoming the best version of you. And I'm doing it with the 12 books, 12 months to help you up here, recognizing your value. Frank wants to help you recognize it with your body. So give us a chance to help you out. And anyway, until next time, I want to remind you, like I always do, to dream it, believe it, and achieve it. Ciao. And I'm going to stop the recording. Okay, we'll do it this way. Go on, Frank. Give me these. Put it up.